Also, I messaged Jumy about the one base glaive build, and he's like, "It's an Imba secret build." He said, as we assumed, he said it's meant to hard counter like Robo expands, like faster economy into Robo opener, Robo base opener, or 3 gate. It struggles against Stargate openers or Twilight Council play as well. So he was gambling a little bit, but he was fine. He was fine. But here we go. We're getting into our grand finals. Welcome to our best of 5. We have our top 2 players here for the weekend. Spawning in the top right-hand corner of ley lines, we have the German Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss representing Streamer Zone. It is Jumy. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the red Protoss player representing Team Little Fairy. It is Shameless. Oh no. The banter. He's threatening him with Proxy 284. Not get the cannons away from me. Not like this. If you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It's Gamma time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chats. Coming into this, who do we favor here? Now, both players are hyper aggressive in their own way. Remember, Shameless, who went for non-stop 2 base all-ins and that 1 base all-in against Art in the Ace match, if you recall as well. Meanwhile, Jumy was also hyper aggressive. For now, we have 2 gate opener out of Jumy, 2 gate opener out of Shameless. Do we finally get to see a standard game? Do we finally get to see some macro out of these 2 players? It's possible at some point in the series. For now, keeping our eyes on the workers. We're looking for the second pylons. Active, we are searching. But again, best of luck with your predictions. Best of luck. Veneto, remember, este di Mega. Oye, ¿a dónde está di Mega? ¿A dónde está mi di Mega? Where is the Mega in the brackets? We have Protoss players from everywhere, but where's mi di Mega? Ay, ay, ay. Shaking my head. Catching up in the chat. Said Jumy with no idea. I think I do lean towards Jumy, but like I think for some greater context here, Shameless, he 2-0'd Estrella a couple days ago, right? Less than a week ago in the Pegasus Cup. Like that was a big win for Shameless, bearing in mind that Estrella's been he's been in tip-top form as of late for EWC. As pylons are being denied, both players are expanding. Let's go. We have Nexus, we have bases, we have expansions, we have macro pack, we have macro. Let's go. So for the first time, Jumy is taking a natural, right? Did he ever expand? No, he did. Yeah, he did get a natural. Okay. At one point, I think in the last series, at one point. But no proxy, no pylon, no proxy. Both players are expanding. We have a Twilight Council out of Shameless, Twilight Council out of Jumy. So far, everything's looking normal, everything's looking standard. Compared to both previous semifinals, this is a rare sight. A rare sight so far. I say so far because if you remember Shameless, he was going for a bunch of 2 base all-ins against Art. That was very prevalent in their series. But for now, at least everything's looking normal. Hallucinations will confirm. Jumy scouts the Twilight Council. Shameless also scouts the Twilight Council as well. They both spot each other. Oh, as we're going Twilight Council into a Dark Shrine. Bold move here by Jumy, especially considering it's not proxied. Again, hallucinations are all the craze here in PvP, and hiding tech in your bases is difficult to achieve. Shameless moves in, comes in for the scouts, and Shameless confirms the Dark Shrine. He sees everything. Sees everything in the main base. He sees all. It's real. No. Is this what we cancel? Are we gonna cancel, Pappy? Let's go! Does he do it? Better not cancel the robo. No. This is when Shameless cancels the robo because he believes that Jumy will cancel the Dark Shrine. And the DTs just come in anyway. So there it is. Yeah, there's a cancel. Does cancel Dark Shrine. Meanwhile, the proxy is found. Yeah, finds a proxy, does shut it down. Jumy's moving out to try to save it. Does keep his probe alive, but that's going to be a cancellation on the gateway. Shameless pulling back. Remember, Jumy has not expanded. Shameless has. Jumy has a larger army instead. Does catch a sentry. Sentry goes down. Ooh, for a stalker though. At the same time, Shameless, he busts into the mid line. Probe's going to be falling. Once again, he looks to waste some of those stalkers. And Shameless having a slightly better engage. Shameless, he claims the fight. Forces back Jumy. And Shameless holds. Third base is already done. Jumy just now starting his own third. Jumy is behind. Needs to find some damage, and here come the adepts. Again, there's a chance. There's still chances, there's still opportunities for Jumy to find some damage. Ideally, he wants to distract on the right-hand side, then come in from the left. Oh, breaks it. Gets a probe. Adepts say bust into the mineral line. Probes are going down. Nicely done. Yeah, 5, 6, 7 probe kills. Jumy moving in. Just dancing with the army, distracting. 9 workers going to be going down. Not bad. Kills 9 workers, pulls away. From here he pulls back, pulls away. Jumy taking a lead. Throwing down extra gateways. I say taking a lead. Shameless still up in workers, slightly. But Jumy clawing his way back into this. Getting to charge. A little bit surprised that Shameless has not done the same. Shameless is sticking with purely Blink Stalker. There we go. Charge now on the way. But it's now time for Shameless to be the aggressor. And he's up in Blink Stalkers. Aesthetically pleasing blinks. Very nice. Yeah, as again, Jumy, he does have the Stalker lead, pushing into a shield battery, but a grenade concave. Nice force fields. And Jumy throwing down those force fields, trying to force back some of those Stalkers. Trying to blow up that defense. Morphing his own Archon. Shield batteries there. First one at least running out of NG. Yeah, forced to engage. Also taking some shots, and Jumy's holding. Jumy, he's barely holding on. Oof. Catching at the Observer. Jumy does survive, and Jumy's building up a greater army here with now charge lots with Archons. Shameless forced back, forced to throw down his own Temple Archives. Almost said Twilight Archives. Oh god. Lack of sleep is getting to me, man. Yeah. Both players are being active. Rotating in. Tazo for a way in. Again, he's got his Archons. Does move forward. It's a massive wave of cells waiting for him, though. I mean, that's what the Archons are for. But it still might not be enough. Yeah, Shameless forcing his way through. Does focus out. Does barely not get the Archon. Doesn't break through at the same time. Prism into the bases. Shameless going for the backstab. Baits out the charge lots. Prism has arrived. Doesn't quite go for the warp in. Ooh, as the Prism goes down. Shameless hunting down the main army. Does catch a Prism, not bad. massive snipe, takes out the Prism, takes down the Archons. Gets another Archon as well. Yeah, and Jumy, he's just falling apart here. Getting caught out in the open. And again, it was just a bit of a shakier start for Jumy. And GG gets called. Shameless with a greater economy, with a greater army, and Shameless will take game number 1. Whew, GG. Shameless does take a lead in the series. Again, it was a bit of a back and forth. Both players had their own moments, but Shameless was able to get a faster third base, able to have an embrace a greater economy. Jumy, he was clawing his way back into it. He was trying to catch up, but again, Shameless had a better economy for a lot longer, which is more important, and with that, it did overwhelm, did excel. GG. GG, well played. And with that, we're getting into game number 2. Jumping into game 2. Oh, a bit of a rare side here, but a shout out to the best of 5 format. As up next, we're going to be loading into Last Fantasy. Again, it's rarely seen in best of 3s, but in best of 5s, we get to see it every now and then. Every now and then. Let's go. I'm ready for the proxy. Gibbs, papi, Gibbs. As spawning in the top side of Last Fantasy, we have our German Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss representing Streamer Zone down in the series. We'll see if he can bounce back. We'll see if he can make a series out of this. It is Jumy. And spawning in the bottom side or right side of Last Fantasy, we have the red Protoss player. With the red Protoss representing Team Little Fairy leading series 1-0. It is Shameless. Here we go. So we're now building up. So we're getting into our openers. Whew, and so far so good. Welcome to Last Fantasy. Last Fantasy is the most vetoed map in the map pool. It is a 3-player spawn map, but you can spawn in top side, right side, and left side as well. And we can see that Shameless is searching for Jumy. Does check the left-hand side, does confirm that Jumy is not there. And Jumy, Jesus, does go for the gate expand. A very greedy start here out of Jumy. Does go for the faster Nexus. Does go for a very greedy opener, and Shameless, he will confirm. Shameless went 2-gate, went for a standard 2-gate opener, back at him instead. He confirms the timing of the Nexus. And how does Shameless react? Typically, the reaction to this is to go into a 1-base all-in and be hyper-aggressive. But he doesn't really have a setup for that. The rope is getting caught. Our eyes are on this worker. Stargate back at home. Okay, not going for the all-in. So Stargate opener into a later expansion. Now the purpose of this is, one, yes, Shameless is going to be behind. He will have a later Nexus, he will be behind, but he has the opportunity to recover with what? With a double Adept as an opener and with the Oracle as well. So he's going to have Oracles and Adepts to harass, and that is going to be Shameless's way to recover in this game. It'll be his way to recover economically, and we'll see if he can. As the hallucination does go into the main base, Jumy does scout the Stargate, he's aware. And he throws down the shield battery. Yeah, shield batteries are on the way. So one on the low ground, he has one in the main base mineral line. So far, Jumy, he's defending well. The Oracle does scout the Twilight Council, does scout at the second gateway. The left step us on the way in. They do not make it through. Whew. Again, so far, Jumy he is holding on. Going for the stasis. Ooh, stasis is denied. Nice reaction out of Jumy. He defends the main. He deflects. Does deflect Shameless. So far, Shameless not finding any damage. I mean, he's been denying mining time. That's really it. And behind this, Shameless, he did not get a second Oracle. 2 Oracles, they can one-shot probes, but he didn't invest that hard. Ooh, as he does get in. Yeah, he does shade into the mineral lines. Probe's going to be going down. Actually, he's on A move. Yeah, he was on A move there for a moment. Doesn't get much done. He kills 3 probes for 3 adepts. And he will lose that final adept as well. Does shade away. Does survive with 1. Oof. Yeah, a bit of miscontrol there from Shameless. Does have some miscontrol. Despite that, still killed a couple of workers, and with that, Shameless does take a slight lead. Very slight. Working towards Blink. Setting up stasis traps. And the game continues. Now again, at least he was able to deny mining and at least disrupt the economy in some way to recover. So getting into our game. Getting into our back and forth. Behind this, we have a 4-gate setup, going for a 5th gateway, potentially. My eyes are on this probe. There it is, 2 base all in. So Shameless is going for the 2 base all in. Meanwhile, Jumy is expanding. He's taking his 3rd. How many gates? How many gates do we have here? I believe 3 gates? Yeah, 3 gates set up for Jumy. Meanwhile, 5 gates set up for Shameless. Now, Shameless, he can throw down a 6th gateway and just double down. Or he can expand. Now Stalkers, they reinforce. Shameless, he does scout the location of the 3rd. And he's warping in. Shameless is just warping in. And Shameless does have an overwhelming Stalker army. He can just go straight to the main. Yeah, Bleaks into the main base. Going for the mineral line, going for the production. Jumy out of position, racing on over. Nice bait in the stasis. Very nice. Okay. Jumy's holding on. Jumy, he holds, he defends. Looking for another way in. But again, Shameless, I'm a little bit surprised here. Shameless, he has a massive bank. He's got 800 minerals, 400 gas. He's been missing warp ins. I was curious, but he has been missing warp ins. Like, every second counts here. Shameless weaks into the main base. But again, the army is comparable for Jumy. He can take a fight. He can and he will. And Shameless just doesn't have enough. Like, again, he has money, but he has not been able to spend that money. Now he's expanding. And Jumy's holding. Jumy's holding on. You can see the... Oh, the bait! Oh my god, never mind. He baits him in. And a brutal stasis goes off. Shameless is going for the kill, going for the natural. What can he get done? Does catch a couple of Stalkers, takes down the sentry, no force fields. Busts into the main. Stasis is soon to run out. As he picks up a couple of Stalkers, does go for the mineral line. Delays +1. Denies +1. Okay, not bad. Holding onto the ramp. As more boys are being pulled, he does kite back. And Shameless, he did find some damage. Okay, let's go. 5 probes, couple of pylons, couple of Stalkers, +1. Jumy even getting supply blocks. Behind this, going for his own Dark Shrine. So is Shameless. Uh-oh. They're both going for DTs. Shameless rotates over. And again, Shameless, he was in a rough position. Not anymore. It's still not clear cut. Oh. No, not again, not again. Oh no! Not again! Oh, that's another stasis goes off. It was about to run out as well. Oh no. It was about to run out. And Shameless, he's all over Jumy. Ay, ay, ay. The stasis traps. Not like this. Not like this. As FSA busted, the main probe's going to be going down. Shameless overwhelms the main army. Stasis is about to run out though. True. Does run out. Shameless, yes, respect it. Yeah, it does blink away. Here he blinks away. Shameless still has that army advantage. We have a couple of Dark Temple warping in for Jumy. Meanwhile, we do have an Oracle at least for Shameless, so he does have Revelations available. Oh, he has cannons as well. Oh, Jesus Christ. The cannons are ready. There you go, cannon at the natural, cannon in the main base. I mean, he saw the Dark Shrine when he was attacking earlier, true. The cannons are ready. Say the same for Jumy. Somewhat at least. Yeah, those are cannon at the natural, not in the main. Stalkers, they rotate into the natural as well. Jumy going for a ninja expansion. Bold move out of Jumy. I don't think that's going to come into play though. Shameless is just pulling Jumy apart. Looking to catch out the main army. Oh, at least trying to, but Jumy's holding on. Okay. Jumy's holding. Swords and I are going to kind of mining in the main. Jumy just trying to survive. Still trying though. Shameless, he breaks that main army, now pushing in for the third. Scouts the ninja base. Does find it. And Shameless, he will have this. He will take it. GG. Shameless, he will overwhelm. And Shameless, he will take a 2-0 lead in the finals. GG. Whew. GG, well played again. And a very intense game here out of Shameless. And the MVP stasis trap. Shameless, he was in a rough position. He was in a very rough position. He was behind when it came to his third base, behind when it came to his economy. When it came to the army, it was equivalent, if not even smaller army than Jumy. Like Shameless, things are not looking good there. We were talking about how small his army was. We were talking about his bank and how he was missing warp ins. But what occurred? A brutal stasis, catching every single stalker. It allowed Shameless to take a bit of fight to get some actually intentional damage done here, some impactful damage, I should say. Sniping the forge, catching pylons, killing workers, catching stalkers. And with that, Shameless did snowball out of control. And with that, we're getting into game 3, and this could end 3-0. I'm hoping that we get a game 4. I'm hoping for a game 5. But Shameless is one game away from claiming the entire series. Oh boy. Uno más, papi. Uno más. Uno más. As spawning in the bottom right hand corner here. Bottom right hand corner of torches, we have the German Protoss player, we have the blue Protoss representing Streamer Zone, down heavily in the series. He has to fight back here right now to have a chance to make a series out of this and have a chance of becoming this week's champion. It is a Jumy. And spawning in the top right hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the red Protoss player, the red Protoss himself representing Team Little Fairy, leading the series 2-0. It is a Shameless. Let's go. Let us go, yo. Meanwhile, shout out to Luna C in the chat. Luna C, papi. Hi. Good to see you. Annyeonghaseyo. Good to see you as always, Unfortunate that we didn't get to see you in the brackets. Luna C. Next time. We'll see you in the brackets. Nexus first. Straight up, not even gate expand, but Nexus first out of Jumy. Shameless does scout. Shameless, he does see this, setting up for his own gateway on the low ground. And Shameless, does he react? Does he respond with an all-in, or does he just get into his own greedy build? He's going for the Nexus. Okay. So Jumy goes Nexus first, Shameless goes Gate Expand. So both players going for economic openers. Jumy will have a slightly better economy. And Jumy's like, hey, what are you doing in here? Get out of here. Why are you scouting in PvP? Aye. True. You're an animal. Get out of here. It's like, I like it. I like the scout. Such a wholesome answer. It's like, I just like knowing what you're up to. It's like, you don't have my permission. Get out of here. Give me that, bro. Este Jumy. So now, we're selling in. We are going to be selling in. Again, it's going to be a Stargate opener out of Shameless. Going for the faster Stargate. And we'll see how Jumy does open up. I mean, 2-gate. 2-gate follow-up here out of Jumy. So, delayed tech. Going for a more gateway-centric opener instead. With Stalkers, with Sentries. Speaking of scouting, Jumy currently has no idea what's going on. He has not seen what's happening. As the Adeptus does threaten a shade. Jumy, he's walled up. Oh no. It's like, Adepts? What? Get out of here. Oh no. The turns have tabled. Now Shameless, the mind games. It's like, why do you have an Adept here? What's going on? What's happening? Here comes our Hallucination Scout. Adept's going to be sent away. Oracle into the main. Main base is ready. We have a shield battery. Thankfully, Jumy's been playing safe. So safety shield battery. Oracle does head in, going for the stasis. Stays dropping the mineral line, a bit of a late reaction out of Jumy, does pull away though, and he still gets caught out. 5 probes. Yeah, 5 workers do get caught. And Jumy, he responds with 2 more gateways. Oh boy. 2 more gates being thrown down. No Nexus, no expansion, no further tech yet. Oh. So Oracles do bust in. They get 1, they get 2 probes. Pick off 2 workers. Shameless, he's the one to expand. But remember, Jumy's intentionally staying on 2 bases. Throwing down more gates. Again, we're expecting a 5th gateway at least. Maybe even a proxy. Shameless, he is aware. He saw the gateways. He also sees no expansion. He has Adepsi on the left. He has Oracles on the right. So he knows that Jumy is being aggressive. He's warping in. Jumy is going to commit. Oh. And speaking of, yes, there it is, going for the proxy in the face of the probe. So Jumy, he's going for a 2-base all-in. He's got 4, soon to be 5 gateways on 2 bases. And Shameless, he sees the proxy. He's going to shut it down. He does force a cancel. And now Jumy has to expand. Did I say expand? He just throws down a backup proxy a little bit further behind. A little bit further behind instead. But again, it's all or nothing from Jumy. He's rallying across. Pylon is done. Show us the gateway. Ooh, never mind. Does expand. Okay. Does go for a delayed 3rd. Very late, but it's on the way. Delayed 3rd base out of Jumy. Now poking in. Shameless. Again, he after seeing the proxy, he did react with a wall of shield batteries. 4 sheep bars get thrown down, sage traps as well. Shameless reacting hard. Now he goes out for his scout. He will confirm that his opponent is not all in. There's the expansion. And Shameless, now he can invest in tech. Now he can start to tech up into charge. He's already got +1 on the way. Dark Shrine here out of Jumy. Ay. Oh, loving this rotation. Heads into it does make his way into the natural. Make his way to the main, going for the pylons. Does he power 3 gateways? Not bad. And boys are being pulled. The probe's going to be going down as well. Jumy just completely out positioning Shameless. Oh, that's going to be 13 probe kills. And then here comes a recall. Does recall back home. That's 13 workers falling. Now, on the one hand, Jumy now does take a worker lead. That's true. But Shameless has had a better economy for longer. So on the one hand, it's a strong follow-up here from Jumy. Now he can recover. But he needs more time for the economy to actually kick in, as he only just now saturates. So again, late third, late saturation. Jumy needs time for this to kick in. Meanwhile, Shameless, he has a greater army. Ooh, as DCs are holding forward. Is there any detection? There's a forge, there's a Stargate, but there's a cannon, okay. Ooh, stasis goes up. Hands in position, nice revelation as well. And Shameless will go for the base trade. Yeah, we're going for the base trade. DTs are revealed, but there's nothing in him to defend. Shameless does hit the third. And is the base trade the right call here? I can't recall. Yeah, he can't quite. Does rotate. We'll see what and if he recalls. Defensive DT. And DT going to be warped in. Natural's going to be falling. So is the main. More oracles are on the way. There's still 1 oracle here. There's revelation. It's going to be a brutal fight though. Okay, the oracle has to get the hell out of here. And the oracle does not escape. Okay, there's 1 oracle left. There's 1 form of... no, we're fine. I was about to say there's 1 form of detection. We're completely fine. There's a wall of cannons here, and Shameless is running away with this. He takes over the natural, takes over the third, pushing into the main. Charge is not yet done. Needs 12 more seconds. A little bit more time. As Revelation does kick in. And Shameless, he should be able to take over the main. There's not much to stop him. Let's couple more charge lots. Revelation may soon just run out. And Jumy, he's racing back home. He's racing all the way back home. I thought about it. Bit of an F2. Good. The Oracle does survive. There's the final revelation. Jumy, he sees the wall of sight defense and cannons and shield batteries. And again, Shameless is all over this. There's no losing this expansion. No shot. As the final base is going to go down. Boys are being pulled. Observers on the way. Oh my god. Hilo does barely survive, and GG, well played. Shameless, he will hold back at home, he defends, and he attacks across the map, and Shameless, he will take the series 3-0, becoming this week's Sparkling Tuna Cup number 98 champion. GG. Whew. GG, well played. A dominant showing here out of Shameless, just all over the aggression of Jumy, and at times, of course, being aggressive himself. A very chaotic series, very chaotic back and forth. I say back and forth, was a 3-0, but a lot of these games could have gone either way. A lot of these games were very close, very intense. GG, well played. Congratulations. Congratulations to Shameless. Is this Shameless's first win? No shot. Hold on. We have to find out. We have to find out. Okay. Let's go. GG, well played. As I quickly double check here again, Shameless never. Okay, he has won this year actually. At Sparkling Tuna Cup number 92. Okay, so Shameless, this is his second win, the second win of the year, and I think the second win in his career as well, in the history of Sparkling Tuna Cup. So congratulations to Shameless for winning his second STC, his second tuna. Congratulations. Meanwhile, shout out to Jumy, as Jumy does claim second place. Again, he did well for himself to make it this far, of course. Did have his own strong showing against Shameless as well, but alas, did barely not go his way, and Shameless did run away with it in the end. Congratulations, and a shout out to Shameless. Again, he has been thriving as of late. We were giving him praise earlier. Remember, he took down Australia 2-0 last week, and even here able to keep up in the aggression with not just Jumy, but also with Art as well. So congratulations. And also a special shout out to Jumy, not just because he made it to the finals, but how did he get to the finals? He took down the #1 seed. If you recall, the #1 seed of the tournament was Creator, and Jumy was the one to stop him. And I don't know if Shameless could do the same. I'll be honest, I don't know if he could. I mean, sure, he has the capacity to do so, but especially in the best of 5, it would have been a much different ask, a much different series. So a shout out to Jumy for bringing down Creator. Very impressive play there. And also, of course, Ducklings for winning the random raffle as well. Course, exclamation mark rigged in the chat as always. Ducklings does walk away with a 5 USD, and congratulations to our players. Exclamation mark Maturino in the chat. If you guys want to support this tournament, if you want to support the players, you can do so. As of course, top 4 players are paid out. Creator, Jumy, Art, and Shameless all walk away with some prize money alongside Ducklings. And if you want to support this tournament series even further, you can do so via Patreon. Exclamation mark Patreon in the chat, and you'll get a link to our Patreon page. Our Patreon is designed to fund not just Sparkling Tuna Cup, but also Sea Duckling Open and Master Swan Open as well. All 3 of our tournaments are all sponsored or all funded via Patreon. Bam. You can see our Cranky Duckling tournaments here on my right. You can see SDO, STC, and MSO. All 3 tournaments are funded via Patreon. So thank you so much to all of our patrons. You can see just under the goal here, or sorry, just under the graphic, our Patreon goal. We currently earn 461 USD a month via Patreon, and our next goal is at 500. That's our next goal, to boost the prize pool even further for our tournament. So thank you so much to all of our current patrons. Without you, our tournaments would not be as I should say beneficial for the players. They would not provide as much, and there'd be less interest in them as well from the player base. So thank you so much for all the support. And again, we're almost there, almost at our next goal. Thank you so much. Do appreciate it. As with that, just catching up in the chat. Protoss balanced the patch, even Protoss players seem miserable playing versus Protoss. Bearing in mind, I know that recency bias can be a thing. PvP has always been just degenerate. Like that's always been the case. That is not a new change at all whatsoever. Feels PvP, man, but that's why we love it, because it's so chaotic. Yeah, it's just animals, papi, animals. Aye. But GG, well played. And with that, thank you so much for watching. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you all appreciate it, and I hope you all enjoyed. And this is a weekly tournament. Every single week we do have the Sparkling Tuna Cup. Sometimes we have to reschedule because there's another event happening. I think an example of that is next week. I believe next week STC will be on Sunday instead. Will be moved from Sunday into Tuesday just because of the Fusion Esports League. I will just double check that, but yes. So next week is going to be on the 29th instead of on the 27th. So sometimes we do move our tournaments just to accommodate for other major events. Otherwise, typically Sundays. And bam, this is our this is our weekly schedule. Here we go. So we just wrapped up with our Sunday evening broadcast, and you can see here at 1 AM KST, at 2 AM AEST, that is going to be in 3 hours. In 3 hours time, we are going to be live with the Platinum Esports monthly tournament, the Platinum StarCraft League, that is going to be taking place in 3 hours time. That is an MMR, I say MMR, that is a League of Like rating restricted tournament. So it is a slightly restricted event here, but we should still be seeing these similar players. I believe basically it's players that are top 16 in the world won't be able to compete, and those below that should be able to. I believe there's like a specific rulings on the League Like rating, but it's quite high, like the rating itself. So basically the best of the best players are not eligible to compete in that tournament, but everyone else is fair game, which is still like a very high threshold. So that's going to be in 3 hours time. Meanwhile, as you can see, this week Esports World Cup. It's gonna be an intense week of StarCraft, non-stop EWC Esports World Cup on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Gonna be a 4-day event of EWC action. Likewise, we do have the Pigastar Cup. Pigastar Cup is gonna be on Wednesday. Tentatively, we'll have to lie and wait. We have to wait and see what happens with the Pigastar Cup. I do believe that depending on how things go, they might reschedule. it. We do have confirmation as well this week. No Wardy TV Monday. There's no Wardy TV Monday. That's why you can see there on Monday. There's no cast in the Monday evening time slots. Technically, we could do a replay cast there of like StarCraft Evolution or Little League Cup. There's definitely stuff that we can put there, but I do want to take it easy and take it slow before EWC. Like I want to make sure that I'm well rested and I'm good to go. And I also need to catch up on some VODs as well in preparation for EWC. So it's going to be an intense week. And again, Pigastar Cup there is very tentative. Meanwhile, MSO, we have Macedon Open on Saturday, and we have Fusion Esports League on a Sunday. So non-stop FEL over the weekend. That's going to be right after EWC as well. Crazy. It is crazy, but GG well played. So again, that's going to be our week schedule. Again, we cast more StarCraft than anyone else out there. We cast all the StarCraft at least on a daily basis. But again, likewise, if we really wanted to, we could actually put in another broadcast in the morning for each of these days. But we do want to focus and make sure we are well rested and we are at 100% for the Esports World Cup. That is our priority, of course. Our priority for this week. Same with Fusion Esports League as well. Same with FEL. So with that, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. We do appreciate it. And again, we're going to be back in 3 hours time with the Platinum StarCraft League. And quickly double checking here, who's signed up? Who is signed up? As it looks like we do have our brackets. We have players like Creator. We have Creator. We have Shameless. We have Arts. We have Jumy, Nickrat, Cristiano, Sig, VK. Basically, if you look at this bracket, if you look at our Tuna Cup bracket here with Creator, Rebellion, Replicant, Young Yakov, Jumy, Cristiano, Art, Shameless, Nickrat, take all these players and they're all going to have a rematch basically in 3 hours. It's almost the exact same player base that you see here. Going to be playing later on tonight in the Platinum Heroes StarCraft League June edition. So we'll have another tournament. We'll have another tournament in 3 hours time. So until then, I'm going to get some rest. I'm going to get some water. I'm going to drain my disruptors, massage my marines, and hydrate all my hydras. You should as well, as we get ready for a night of StarCraft. So we're only halfway there. We'll see you in 3 hours for our next cast. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Stick around. We're going to be giving another StarCraft streamer a raid. We'll find someone to send everyone over to. Who's live at the moment? Who is live? Let's see. I don't see many people live. I see Lunacy is streaming. Okay. We could raid Lunacy. He's a nice guy. Otherwise, you might find someone else. My goal as well, I'm gonna try to nap. It's gonna be difficult, so I'll say that at least. It's gonna be difficult to get some sleep, but I'll try to nap a little bit before the cast, because I'm very tired. But we'll do our best. Otherwise, we'll see you guys next time. Until then, ciao, bye, ciao. See you next time. Hasta luego. See you next time.